Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, and voice for your loved ones. Gonna take half the video just to say all my titles. Anyway, um, I don't think I've read for you before, so I just like to explain. I see, hear, feel, sense, know. So I have most of the senses. They talk to me, but they also show me pictures, and I call it spiritual charades. So I describe the picture the best I can. They never waste a message. There's always a reason for whatever they show or say. So if you don't understand it now, you'll remember it later, see it later, or somebody else can validate it for you later and go, oh, I know what she's talking about. Well, most people don't know what I'm talking about. You just live in my head for a day. So, but they don't waste a message. This is not an exact science. Sometimes you got to think outside the box a little bit. We communicate the best way we can. But like I said, they don't waste a message. They don't waste their energy. There's always a reason. So, anyway, we're going to talk to your dad today. And it's funny because I kind of had Alexa playing some music here, and I was getting kind of all jived up. your dad popped in early, and he was over there dancing. He was over there dancing with me. Big old smile on his face. He was having a blast. And it's always great to get the energy moved up like that, but he was enjoying it too. He, I don't know which, I don't know if Angela's your real name, but he's calling you Angelina, and he's kind of saying it like in an Italian voice. I don't have no clue if he was Italian or not. He's kind of going, Angelina, Angelina. He says you're special. You're special not just because you're his. Say it again. Because you have special qualities. You have qualities that attract people to you. You let some take advantage of you. But you have more than one quality. You have several different qualities that attracts. Kind of sounds like you're like me. People go, why are these weird people attracted to you? These people that are down on their luck and things like that. It's because they see the light. They they know that I see them different. I see them different than society does. I see them. I see what's actually in them, the good that's in them, even though some people think they're bad. There's good in everybody. He says you see things like that. He says that makes us special. Okay, so before I started, he asked me to pull a card, and they do that once in a while. And I hate when I get this card, but it doesn't mean what you think it means. Surrender your need to always be right. Give others the gift of letting them be right. Be yielding, not rigid. This will help resolve conflicts and improve your relationships. I know that sounds like we're getting a butt spanking. That's what I always feel like when I get this card. They're whipping on me. But kind of let go of the need to always be right, which I had to a few years ago. It's like you can kind of sit back and look at things different instead of having to be right on top of it, and it's got to be that way. So, anyway, even though we know we're right, I mean, it doesn't mean that we always have to say it or act on it, if that makes any sense. Okay, he's walking in. My nose itches. He's walking. He's wearing the clothes the picture you sent me. He's wearing those clothes. He's all duded up. And he's got a dog on a leash. It's a red leash. It's a white or light colored dog, and it could be a poodle type, that kind of looking dog. It may not be poodle, but it's that size, it's that kind of wiry hair, kind of, and it looks like it's been clipped. It looks older. He wants somebody to know that he has their precious fur baby with him. He's actually got it with him. He says me and Puddles are doing pretty good. I had a dog we called Puddles. It would be my dog. I died when I was a kid. Let's see where we're going to go. He has a big shop broom, the big wide brooms. He's I don't know what he's doing for sure. It's dark. He's outside. It's dark. He's got this big shop broom. He still has his cool outfit on. I love that outfit. And he's out front. It almost looks like maybe it's an apartment building, but it's got a bunch of steps out front going down to the sidewalk. It's like there's trash or something out there, and he's taking the shop room and he's cleaning it up, but I don't know why. And they don't give me all the details. They'll give me enough so you understand what they're talking about, so it's not for me to understand. It's none of my business what the details are. There's always a reason for what he's going to show. Okay, so I don't know why he's cleaning this mess up or cleaning this trash up, or almost like a trash can dumped over, or I don't know. I'm going to see if we can. So he wants to be called Ralphie. Oh, Ralphie. Oh, Ralphie. He's got a great sense of humor. Got a big old smile on his face. So he comes over, and this is my right side. And usually I look backwards on some of these, depending on which thing I'm on. He comes over and he gives me a big old wet kiss on the ear. So this is what he's doing to you. So if you haven't felt it, you will feel it. And he's gonna lick your ear like a big old wet sloppy lick on the ear. I love him. He's so funny. So when he does this, your ear should get warm. You might even feel the wet when he does the licking part. It'll probably tingle like goosebumps, or it could feel like you got a hair on there you can't get off, or um, I love I love this guy. So anyway, so whenever you get any of the signs he might mention or something like that, let's see, now they get close, I start itching. Their energy gets me. Make sure you validate him, acknowledge him, and tell him you love him and ask him to bring you more signs and stuff if you want them. Let him know. I promise you 1,000% he can hear you, he can see you, so talk to him all you want to. And you'll see little things when you talk to him and ask him stuff. You'll see little things, and it may not be right this second. It might be a little bit, and then you kind of get a confirmation of something, like something that instantly reminds you of him or something, and that'll be your answer. He's been saying I love you in that ear too, and it may not always be the right ear, but that's a lot of times show me the exact side to pay attention to. So when he tries to talk to you, you might hear a muttering, you might hear a shriek, kind of a high-pitched noise. Usually when it's them, it's not quite as high-pitched as like the higher pitch for me anyway is archangels and whatever. The lower pitch is them. Tell him you can't understand him if it's something like that, that you can't, that he needs to lower his vibration or slow his words down or something. Now he's tickling your toes. He's literally going like this to your toes. So you should feel that too. Now he's going, this little piggy went to market, this little piggy went home. He's going through the whole nursery rhyme, playing with your toes now, instead of just tickling them. He says he wants you to get in the kitchen and fix him a big old steak. I don't know if he's showing me a T-bone, a porterhouse. He's showing me some kind of a big ass steak with a bone in it. Shirley. He's mentioning the name Shirley. Now, we stink at names. I don't know why I don't get them exact like I used to. Probably because I keep saying that. So it's at least a female with an SSH name, like a sh. Could be CH. Shh. So if it's not Shirley. Anyway, he's mentioning this person for some reason. I'll give you anything he throws out. He's walking behind me. Okay, I've got several decks of tarot cards and stuff, oracle cards over to my left, and he's looking at them and he's pointing at them, so I'm not sure what he wants. I don't know if he wants me to pull another card. I wouldn't think so. Alright, let me pause it. I will. Okay, so anyway, we came up with the Page of Michael, Archangel Michael, truthful, perspective, analytical, blunt, an exciting new challenge. You have what it takes to succeed. Review contracts or documents very thoroughly. So notice that storm's behind him, not in front of him. So the storm's behind you. You got what it takes. You got what it takes. But watch any documents. And that includes emails, you know, whatever, contracts. Review contracts or documents very thoroughly. But got an exciting new challenge coming. Watch for that. Okay, so he went over there and he's on the floor. He's got his legs spread out. He's got a ball. And he's rolling a ball to a very small child. I don't know if you have little kids. I'm trying to tell if it's a boy or girl. It's kind of on the other side of my table. Let's raise it up. I feel like it's a little girl, but she's really little. Really little. Like she can, like, year old, maybe. I don't know if this is a memory because I asked them not to go back too far, like in your age with a memory that's something that you won't remember unless there's a picture of this, but I don't feel like it's you. So somebody must have this little girl, and he's playing with her. Small children and animals, at least dogs and cats, can see them and hear them like no big deal. Until the kids get older and then they realize society's going to poo-poo them, call them crazy because they can see dead people. So whoever has this little girl, tell them to watch her, and she'll be like lately. I've seen them feed the air a cookie when actually they're feeding Grandpa, or talking to him, or talking to something in the corner that isn't there. So watch this child because they're definitely interacting together. And if she plays with the ball and she acts like she's rolling it to somebody, she is. He says recently, and he's showing a picture of you on the couch, and you're kind of curled up almost in a fetal position with a blanket on you, and you're having a bad day. You're having a bad day, and wishing that you could talk to your dad about it. And he's showing himself right there. He's showing you laying on your right side, kind of curled up. Show me again. And he's standing there, and he's got his hand laying on your left shoulder. So if you think back to when this happened, you probably felt a pressure, or just like the ear, you might have felt a warmth, pressure, a lot of goosebumps, like in one area, something like that. I literally had them when I was bawling on the couch one time. Just, it felt like a palm of a hand went boom. Knock it off, Rhonda. You're okay. I wasn't okay. Made me sit up and go, there's nobody here. So know that he's there to comfort you. He's listening. He's trying to show me that he's listening to you when you talk to him. So even you want an answer to a question, you just talk to him. I can't stress it enough to everybody. They can hear you. He says, no, you are not holding him down here. I know people get that idea that they talk to him too much. They're holding them here and keeping them from where they need to go. No, they're not. They can go wherever they want. But they also have jobs. I don't want to say this. He's talking about you have jobs, lessons to learn while you're here. And even when you leave, you still have things to learn, lessons to learn, jobs to do. And this is part of his, is to help you, to raise you up and to show you the light, the way to go. He's trying to turn you around. Like maybe you're looking in the wrong direction for something. So whatever it is you're looking for, whatever it is that's going to make your soul happy, make your heart sing, you're kind of looking in the wrong direction. So change your perspective a little bit. He's kind of wanting to grab you and kind of just turn you just slightly. That there's something else you need to look at that's going to be totally what you need to be doing on your path. Be free, make you feel free. It's not that you're doing anything wrong. It's not that you're off your path. It's just something that you're missing. And it's not a big thing. Oh, I don't know. It might be a big thing, but it's not that you need to turn very far to see it. But you have to allow him to help. We have free will choice. They cannot override our free will choice only in an emergency type situation. They can bring us like the most awesome, gorgeous, richest man in the world, and we can go, no, I want the guy driving the garbage truck. Nothing wrong with the guy driving the garbage truck. Don't get me wrong, guys. Somebody's got to do it. But you know what I mean. We have the right to say no. My guides are always going, Rhonda, why are you doing that? That's not what we told you. He says you will accept it when you see it. Turn to your left a little bit. I don't know if he means literally turn to your left. Just something that you're missing. He's right there to guide you, so ask him to help. Literally ask him to help. And then be ready to accept for what walks in your path or drops in your lap. Now he's mentioning Jackie Gleason. He's not saying why. To the moon, Alice, he says. To the moon. No. Sometimes I just throw stuff out there. He's just kind of circling me. Okay, so well, typical male. So he's showing himself in your house. He's got the remote, typical male. And he's clicking the channels. And he sets the remote down on the table, like by the chair, and he spins it. He's spinning. It's spinning. So I doubt it's possible. I doubt if you're going to see the remote spin. But they usually exaggerate something, so I pay attention more to it, to what they're trying to get me to notice. So don't be surprised if your remote comes up missing, or if it moves from one spot to the other, or if it's sitting there like this and all of a sudden it's sitting there like this and nobody else has been there to move it, or if the TV changes channels by itself, or the TV turns off and on by itself. So something associated with the TV and the remote. So watch for that, and make sure he's so funny. And make sure when that happens that you acknowledge him, validate him, and tell him you love him, and ask him to do more. I mean, it helps to let them know that you want them to show you signs like that. Traveling, something about traveling. He says traveling, then he says, hi ho, it's off to work I go. I don't know if you travel in your job, or he did. He says, be careful of other mediums. So I don't know, have you gone to see somebody else? Give her the warning, give her the warning. What warning? Well, I always say, if you go to a medium and you sit down and the first thing they do is ask you a bunch of questions, get up and leave. So I don't know why he's want me to tell you that. I always ask a couple of questions. I do, and I let you ask questions. But I just ask a couple of questions to make sure I've got the right person when I start my reading. But they ask you a bunch of questions, get up and leave, because they're feeding off of you. They're not doing their job, and they make the rest of us look bad. So I'm not sure why he wanted me to give you that speech. No. No. He's wanting me to give the name Harry, but I've been getting this in so many readings, so it seems like I keep getting Harry. And like I said, we don't get the names. I don't get the names exact for whatever reason. So it'll be a male with an HHA name. They can't all have HHA names. So you might need to throw that out. I'm not sure why that's coming in all the time. I won't make anything fit that isn't what it's supposed to be. Okay, so I'm not sure where he's going with this. They seem to love kitchen windows, but he's showing you like at the kitchen window, but it's like above the sink. So it's kind of hard to do. I wouldn't be able to reach my window with my face over my kitchen sink. So not sure where we're going with this. So maybe it's just a window in the kitchen, but he's showing you leaning up and pressing your nose against the glass, like really like pushing your nose, trying to see something outside. Why? I honestly don't know. And then he shows you turning around and he's standing there. He's actually kind of walking, like if you're towards the window, like he starts walking from your right, he's going behind you, and you turn around and you know that he's there, and it's almost like you give him a big hug. So somehow you're going to know that he's right there, and he's like bigger than life. I mean, he's not because he was a big man, his energy is so big that you can't help but feel him. And it's like when somebody's staring at you across the room and you feel that, it's kind of like the same kind of energy. You just feel it. You just know that there's something there, or you feel like somebody's watching you or something. You feel that. So know that you're going to feel that. But I'm not sure what the deal was with pressing your nose against the window. You thought maybe you felt it. Maybe you thought you heard something and you thought it was outside because you don't see him inside. I honestly don't know. And like I said, I won't make it up. So might have to let me know about that. Okay, now he plopped down on the floor and he's got his legs crossed kind of in almost Indian style. He's got a flower. Can't quite tell what kind of flower. Show me. Okay, it looked like no, he's showing me a red rose, but this looked like more like a white. When he first started, it looked like a white flower. So it could be a white rose, but he's showing me red, so I know that it's a rose. If I can see it better. Because the petal he's pulling off looks white, but the flower right now looks red. So anyway, it's peeling. So look to find white rose petals. I don't know, he's showing me the red flower, but he's showing me he's pulling a white petal off. So I don't quite understand that. Um, it's his show. It's totally up to him. He can do anything he wants to. So, and they do this a lot. Watch for individual rose petals. Maybe he's indicating there'll be different colors, not just red. So, like if you walk through Walmart and there happens to be one off of a fake flower right in your path as you're walking down the aisle, that counts. Or if you see somebody spreading them on a bed in a movie or whatever the deal is with outside, if one just happens to have blown and it's right in your path, that's a sign from him. Make sure you validate him, acknowledge him, tell him you love him, same thing. He's sending you signs. He truly is. He's got amazing energy. Love his energy. Lighthearted, giddy kind of, wanting to giggle and have fun. Hell, he was dancing with me in the beginning. Gotta love it. All right, he's leaving and he's waving. As he's leaving, though, he's dropping the rose petals behind him. He says, you will be able to follow him and you will be able to find him and follow him when it's your time. Stop worrying about that. He will be there, but it's not your time. But he will be there waiting for you. You can count on that. Trust me. Wouldn't let you down. I love you. You're my special spark. And then I thought he said you're my special sunshine. So they both start with an S. So something, you're my special, something with an S for sure. Don't forget that I love you. It'll be all right. That's a song. I think the song is just remember I love you. It'll be all right. But he said it a little different. Okay. Okay. He's leaving. So, anyway, your your dad did an amazing job. Yeah, he's a hoot. Anyway, much love to you, my dear. Know that your dad's still there. Talk to him. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. See you later, dear.